don't you just tell me what you're getting ready to do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit of pre-story and kind of why I'm doing it. I work for the Colorado Rapids soccer team in Denver, Colorado. I did a number of cool things. I went and taught English in South Korea.
Yeah.
From there, still trying to figure out what Alan Smith wanted to do with his life, but he knew he wanted to. His biggest vision was somehow changing the world in this kind of rough time that we're in. After I left Korea, I had a passion for snowboarding and being out in the mountains because I had done a prior arrangement out in Denver and went to Vail Mountain. I worked on the mountain as a lift operator, just kind of getting one with the mountain. Had a great time with that. Met a lot of great people, and from there, I wanted a bigger challenge. I wanted something that was going to challenge Alan's skill set. So I took a job with the Colorado Rapids soccer team as an inside sales representative. From there, I got promoted after 2 or 3 months working there, and they put me as a full-time account executive. Through this time, I've always played music ever since I started in high school back in 2004 or 5. I've been playing.
And where'd you go to high school?
Somerville High School. Somerville High School graduate. Really enjoyed my time there. I was a football player. I was a kicker, and some of the biggest names came out. Corey Smalls, Terrence Brown, some big guys that we played with. So, the tradition continues. Obviously, with AJ Green coming through the mix.
That's a big deal.
It's a very big deal, and I'm very happy for him with the Bengals, and I'm sure he's going to do incredible.
Sure.
So then, as I was going through Denver, one of my passions was, I wanted to create something where, people follow their dreams. People follow what they truly love. I think too many times that we get sidetracked with things that other people are telling us to do, to go to law school, to go be somebody that not necessarily that's the best thing for us, and we give up on what our true passions are. And sometimes years can go by and we look back and say, man, I wish I would have did that. So a friend of mine and I that I used to work with the Rapids started a company called Good Vibes, GOODVIBES. And what in Good Vibes embody is all about positive energy. Staying happy and following your true passions without regret. If you just let it go, if you just go do it, good things happen. It's kind of like when the Americans or the Englishmen came over to America back in the old days. They didn't just say, well, I'll let somebody else do it.
Right.
They got on a ship and they took off and they came over here and they settled and they made it work. And that's what we want everybody else to do. We want people, especially as a young kid, when you have these big dreams, if you want to do these big things, you need to go for it. You need to try it because you never know what can happen. So with my music, I wrote songs about my life, and my album's called Self-Discovery, and it's being released on August 26th. And the message behind the album was these life experiences that I've gone through. I grew up, I developed an autoimmune disorder called alopecia areata, which affects your hair and makes your hair fall out.
Right.
I had a hard time of battling with that, but I realized that it's not just me who's going through insecurity issues or has a problem. Everybody has something. It's how we deal with that issue. So I wrote songs about the journey through these times. One of my songs is called Life. It's about battling adversity, battling the hard times, and staying positive and love everybody. Everybody's here to help you. You just open your arms up and we'll give you a big hug. Another one of my songs is called Just Follow. That embodies, getting people to, come enjoy what life's given you. There's a lot of good things around here. A lot of, even beyond your doorstep here in Charleston, here in Somerville, there's a lot of interesting, really cool things that go on that a lot of people may not even know about. What else am I doing? So we've created this web series that we're doing on Monday nights, starting on August 29th. I'm heading to Europe to backpack all through Europe, starting in Greece and ending in a music festival I'm playing in London called Oxjam, which is fighting poverty around the world. So that's going to be a good thing. And we're going to do a web series in each country we're going to go to. We're going to talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and hopefully to inspire, keep people around us. I think right now, in today's day and age, we don't really hear much about what goes on. A lot of times we hear a lot of negative energy. So I'm going to be the reporter coming from you live from a country around the world. And hopefully our message is to live our lives to the fullest. We're also going to feature people around the world doing what they love doing. So I could be in Greece and see someone on the side of the street weeding baskets, or whatever they might do. And we're gonna interview them and kind of talk to them a little bit about what they do, why they do it, and see how far we can take it, and see if we can hopefully start a movement with people, and see if people can say, you know what, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna follow my dreams, and I'm gonna especially tell your youngsters, because the youngsters is where it starts. So.
Well, I happen to agree with you wholeheartedly, and
Well,
that's
thank
what
you.
I've always done, because I can't wait to get here every day, and have been doing for 50 years.
You got it.
I love it, and
You
I told my
love it.
children, I said, find what you love, and you'll be successful, because you will love it too much for it not to be.
Exactly, and they wake up every morning happy.
Yeah.
So I want to also show you, this is that we won the MLS Cup championship last year, so I want to show you this ring.
Fantastic.
That way you can see it.
Cool.
If you want to take a picture of that or
I
whatever.
do. I'll take a picture of it on your hand.
Perfect. Yeah, it's and that's what I think a lot of people, they kind of fall in that trap where they don't follow their dreams, they don't follow their passions, and we want people to do that. And
Yeah.
I think it's a message that it's powerful, and if they see an example, especially now the age social media is so big, the TV, we'll videotape it for you. We'll play around the world for you. We'll see if we can get something going so you can see it in action.
Right.
Yeah, mine may be a little more spontaneous than most, but it's what's going to catalyst the movement. I'm very open to doing it.
Cool.
So.
I love it.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. Tell me, you got a release date on this of when?
August 26th is my release of my album. It's called Self-Discovery. Is the album title. I'll show you that. I'm gonna show you the album cover right now.
Okay, great. I'll take a picture of you.
I can even send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That way you can see it.
That's Jay Watts at journalscene.com.
I've got a different copy, I think, in my